excited that you can all join us today for our Spotlight series of virtual meetings and events. A little bit about Grand Dynamics. We are headquartered in the beautiful Jackson Hole, Wyoming, in the Tetons here, and have been delivering experiential training and development programs for the past 23 years around the US and globally. Mostly the programs that we offer take the form of team building events, indoor seminars, outdoor adventure programs, multi-day executive retreats, and it's all about engaging people in some experiences where we can work together better and experience life on a little bit of a different level when you go through the Grand Dynamics programs. We have that phrase, the Grand Dynamics magic, which we're going to experience a little bit virtually today, that we love to create and deliver for our corporate clients and teams across the country. So as you know, many of you have experienced our Grand Dynamics live events. We are very passionate about creating experiences, and now we are on a mission to create a new form of virtual experiences in a whole variety of different ways. And really that's what this Spotlight series is about giving an opportunity to understand that there's lots of different possibilities for virtual experiences and programs to consider when engaging your employees and your teams to connect, stay engaged, and operate on a higher level. And so the Spotlight series, it started with Tuesday with John's program on mastering the virtual world on effective engaging meetings. It was all about providing a framework for how to produce effective meetings and events. And John did a great job of providing an overview and some tools and techniques for those programs. And again, if people were interested in following up on those and booking those programs for their particular corporate group, then that's what this series is about, is learning about what programs are available to you and your company. Today, we have a very special event, Magic and Virtual Entertainment, which I'll get back to in just a minute. But just for the rest of the Spotlight series, next week we have our program on gaming with Mr. Warren Glenn and Social Scavenger, our partners there. We're going to be going over the variety of different gaming options, from scavenger hunts from home to trivia games, whodunit mysteries, and a variety of different ways to create fun games for team building events and engagement programs using gaming platforms, mobile and online. Thursday of next week, we have a interactive team building, taking a lot of the experiential programs with master facilitator Jim Kane, and we're going to experience a bunch of different experiential initiatives in that program as well. And then the final week, we have give back programs and events featuring Matt Campana and the Hands of Gratitude, and a variety of charity events to consider, and the experiences that go along with team building events and programs in the virtual world. The last Spotlight series we have is the Adventure Spotlight. And this is where we're going to begin our series of interviews with some amazing adventure, people with adventure backgrounds that apply to life, business, and sport. And so this is going to be the launch. We have a great first guest. Ken Lubin and I are going to be facilitating that program with Charlie Engel. He ran across the Sahara Desert, over 4,500 miles. And we're going to be applying all the concepts of the psychology, the mindset, the physiology, and habits to how we can successfully navigate our uncertain and changing world that we're all in right now. So that's a little bit of why we have the Spotlight and a little bit about Grand Dynamics. And before I get too much into introducing the magic or Mr. Robert Strong, what I want to do is just turn it over to Robert to give us a quick little taste of what you're about to experience for the rest of the day, with some fun as a way for us to all connect and get a sampler for what we have in store for such an awesome program. So I will turn it over to Mr. Robert Strong. Let's give him a big
Thank you, Tim, everyone. And everyone, look at all that applause. You can give me the American Sign Language applause. You can all hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Excellent. I'm going to ask for your complete undivided focus attention for the next minute and a half, because what I'm about to do is the absolute impossible. Your brain is going to go. All I have is a deck of cards in my hands, nothing else in my hands. I don't even have sleeves. I saw John Grizzle is a big fan of magic. So John, would you unmute your microphone? Where are you calling in from? It looks like
Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis, Tennessee. Is the background also Memphis, Tennessee?
It is.
It is. I've not seen that part of Memphis, Tennessee. What do you do for a living, John Grizzle?
I work at a nonprofit here in Memphis and facilitate.
You facilitate. Excellent. I would like you to name a playing card. There's 52 different cards in a Joker. Name a card, any card at all. Say it out loud.
4 of spades.
I'm going to move very slowly so that you can see there's no sleight of hand, no misdirection, just real magic. Your card, the 4 of spades, is the only card upside down in the deck, the fastest card trick in the world. John Grizzle, your card, the 4 of spades. Completely impossible. Is John Grizzle a plant? Does everybody say the 4 of spades? Was I not paying attention? Let's try again. Let's have Sandy Ginger. Go ahead and please unmute your microphone. Where in the world are you, Sandy?
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Las Vegas, Nevada. And what do you do for a living?
I'm a retired educator.
A retired educator. You don't really ever retire from educating people, do you?
No, and I run I run this nonprofit, our State Student Council Association.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm going to ask you to think of a different card, not the 4 of spades that John named, a completely different card. Say it out loud.
Jack of diamonds.
I snap my fingers in a dramatic fashion. And just like that, the Jack of diamonds is now the only card upside down in the deck. Watch very closely, the Jack of diamonds. All the cards are face up, but one single card. Your card. Oh my God, is it really going to be the Jack of diamonds? Will you tell me the secret? Is it possible? There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Jack of diamonds, your card. I will tell you the secret. The secret is I'm using technology. Of course, I'm in the Bay Area. I'm using Bluetooth technology, voice recognition, nano 3D printers, artificial intelligence, blockchain, cryptocurrency, a flux capacitor, and a little bit of BS. That's my opening, everyone. I'll hand it back to Tim, and I'll be back in just a few moments to do some more magic. In the meantime, I'll be playing Scrabble.
All right, let's give Robert a big round of applause right there. Yeah, and that is just the beginning. So we're very excited to be having Robert with us here today. I was first introduced to Robert when we were creating and delivering an amazing Raising Race event in San Francisco. And that Amazing Raise event took place all over downtown San Francisco, with teams having an unbelievable fun problem-solving experience, doing all sorts of wacky things in San Francisco, which ended on a yacht, which then traveled over to Angel Island and did a bunch of fun adventure things on Angel Island. And at the culmination of it, we all found Mr. Robert at the end, and he performed an unbelievable show. And that was the beginning of our relationship that we had together, which has been ongoing for the past several years. And now we are collaborating with Robert, delivering a variety of different virtual programs and experiences. Not only is Robert an amazing entertainer and comedian and magician, but he's also a central warehouse, if you will, for a whole variety of different entertainment options for your virtual events. Now, to give you a little bit of a background about Robert here, just so you have an understanding, Robert's one of those guys that has been a lifetime learner of magic and comedy. He was voted twice in San Francisco for being the best comedian, 3 times for being the best magician of San Francisco. He's performed in 40 countries, all over the 50 states, in every 50 states. He's been on every major TV network, and he's performed for 2 presidents at the White House, just to give you an idea of some of his experience. Over 30 years and 10,000 shows. You know, the idea of mastery of a topic or an idea, 10,000 shows that Robert's performed. And you're about to experience some of the shows and programs that you can begin to creatively imagine what's possible in the virtual world. So what we have in store for you today, I'm about to turn it back over to Robert, where he will then deliver another magic show for us to experience some of that magic and have a little fun together. And then we're also going to get to learn a little bit of magic ourselves with where he'll teach us the tricks. You'll be able to walk away with learning a little bit of magic yourself to have some fun with that. So we'll do that. And there's also, John will post a link, the Mentimeter link. If you have any questions throughout the presentation or the program, you can just put those right into the Mentimeter link. And then at the end, we'll go back to your Q&A. So if you have any thoughts or questions about Robert's presentation or virtual entertainment, then we can talk about those. We'll finish up at the top of the hour, if not a little bit sooner, and then we'll stay on if people want to hang out and have additional questions or just have a little fun with us at the conclusion. So with that, very excited to turn it back over to Robert and let him work his magic. So let's give Robert another big round of applause. Yay, Robert. All right, here we go.
Thank you again, Tim. Thank you again, John. Thank you, everyone. If you can turn on your cameras, this will be a virtual live interactive magic show. Oh, good. We got some more people coming in. Hello, everyone. So I'd like to do something. I mean, if I could really, for real, do magic, I want to show you what that would look like. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 US $1 bills. I think you're going to have to spotlight me unless I'm frozen.
All right, I'll get you.
Okay. I'll do a do-over.
And along the spotlight, you can also go to your view and click on speaker, and Robert will come up as the primary.
Oh, right.
You can watch.
Yeah.
So
You can,
You got it?
you
Okay,
can pin
thank
his
you.
video. There, you're back to spotlight.
Sure. What I'll do is I'll do a do-over. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 $1 bills. That's in Spanish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's have Warren unmute your microphone. Warren, would you name a language, any language in the world?
Russian.
Adin Dava Trich and Tardy Piat. Russian. Thank you. Elizabeth, would you unmute your microphone? Give me another language. Oh, I missed that. Again?
American Sign Language.
Sign language. I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I? No, I made a little mistake in there. That's something ASL I have to learn. Christina, would you unmute your microphone? Give me another language.
Swahili.
Swahili. Do you speak Swahili?
I do not.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually started learning Swahili. I didn't finish it. It's umbuli, untu, and I'm getting all the languages eventually. Thank you. Jan Spencer, let's do one more language for good luck.
Chinese, please.
Anise?
Chinese.
Oh, Chinese. Sun, Su, U. Last audience said Latin. I figured it out. It's I, V, Latin. Now here's the magic. I take the 5 $1 bills. I show you both sides. I say the magic word, grand dynamics. When I say that, you see a return on investment that is literally 100-fold. Now I have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, both sides. Best magic trick ever. Well, look at that, a standing ovation. Everybody sit down. You guys are out of control. Now you're just embarrassing me. This is really exciting being here in the virtual world and all that. The only thing I worry about is the, no, it's not really frozen. It was just a gag. Here we go. Let's do something that's interactive. We're going to play my favorite game, which is called Magic Jeopardy. So over on camera 3, which I will switch to, you're going to see the Magic Jeopardy board. Perfect. I'm going to move over there. You can see my hands now. I've got 20 answers. The answers are going to go first. And I am going to have Kim Lob. Would you go ahead and tell me when to stop shuffling?
Stop.
Perfect. Tell me when to stop again.
Stop.
Out of these 20 answers, we're going to choose 5. Say stop anytime.
Stop.
2 more times, please.
Stop.
1 more time.
Stop.
Excellent. Thank you, Kim. What do you do for a living, Kim?
I'm an executive director of a not-for-profit called Hugs.
There's a lot of non-for-profits. I applaud all of you. Thank you for doing what you do. You can mute your microphone. Let's get Peg. Peg, I've got 20 questions here. We're going to pick one. Would you tell me when to stop?
Stop.
Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5?
3.
3. You can mute your microphone. Thank you. We have a match. The answer to Magic Jeopardy is reading glasses, car keys, and Zoom's mute button. And the question for Magic Jeopardy is 3 things my parents' generation can never find. That is a match. You can mute your microphone. Let's have Laura Smith. We're going to pick another question. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
1, 2, 4, or 5?
5.
5. We have a match in Magic Jeopardy, and the answer is I am Groot. The answer is I am Groot. And the question in Magic Jeopardy is what is Groot's Wi-Fi password? We have a match. 3 more to go. Let's have Matt. Would you tell me when to stop shuffling the questions?
Stop.
1, 2, or 4?
2.
We have a match in Magic Jeopardy. The answer is loop a video of yourself having a good time. And the question in Magic Jeopardy is, what is the best way to skip your friend's virtual happy hour? That is a match. 2 more to go. Let's have Janelle, would you unmute your microphone and tell me when to stop so we can pick a question?
Stop.
1 or 4?
4.
Would you like to change your mind?
No.
Which one would you like me to put on number 1? Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Would you like to change your mind there?
No.
Okay, we have 2 more matches. Thank you. My Netflix password. And the question is, what do my friends and family have in common? That is correct. And the very last one, the answer is bleach, Purell, gloves, and mask. And the question is, what's in everyone's Amazon search history? Another match. And everyone, thank you for playing Magic Jeopardy. Thank you all. Go back to camera 1. That was fun. Now, I've got a couple more things up my sleeve for all of you, and I want to show you something that I'm very proud of because I am clearly a game geek, a magic geek, a math geek, and I will show you one of my favorite math geek problems. Let's see. Jeremy Butler, would you name a number between 0 and 9 and say it out loud?
2.
2. Excellent. Let's have Christina. Would you name another number between 0 and 9 and say it out loud?
9.
Okay. We have a number. Christina, the big one, 92, or the small one, 29? Let's go big.
Yeah,
Go big or go
92.
home. It's actually harder the bigger the number is. So it's upside down right now for you. It's right side up for me. It's 92. Do the math with me, everyone. 13 plus 10 plus 7 plus 62 adds up to your number 92. That is correct. Let's do the next row. 8 plus 61 plus 14 plus 9 adds up to your number 92. That is correct. 60 plus 5 plus 12 plus 15 adds up to your number 92. 11 plus 16 plus 59 and 6 is 92. Ladies and gentlemen, is my math good? No, my math is not good. My math is great because that's just the horizontal. Check out the vertical. 13 plus 8 is 21, plus 11 is 32, 32 plus 60 is your number 92. 10 plus 61 is 71, plus 5 is 76, plus 16 is your number 92. 21, 33 plus 59 is 92, and these add up to 92. But wait, there's more. Do you see it? Yes, you're correct. The diagonal adds up to 92. The other diagonal adds up to 92. The 4 corners add up to your number 92. The inside for up to 92, 92, 92, 92, 92. There are 92 different ways that these numbers add up to 92. But one great way to have fun at this virtual magic show, and the crowd goes wild. Thank you all. Now, I would like to ask everyone to write one of 2 words in the chat over there. A deck of playing cards has clubs and spades, which are black, and they have hearts and diamonds, which is red. So please write either red or black in the chat, but don't hit send yet. Everybody commit. There's 25 people. Everybody commit to red or black. When I say go, hit send. On your mark, get set, go. So there is no way I could have predicted what you were going to choose or the order it was going to come in. John Grizzle, my magic fanatic, would you go ahead and scroll to the very top of all those red and blacks? Notice I have a deck of cards that have been in my hand the entire time. And tell me what the first color that somebody got through was. Was it red or black?
Red.
Okay, the first one is black, but it doesn't count. It's going to go from here because the one after this is red. I promise I will share it with you and I will show you. The first one here is actually red, the 3 of diamonds. That's a 50-50 chance. Hold your applause. John, what's the next one, red or black?
Black.
It is indeed black, and I will prove it to you. The one behind the 3 of diamonds is the 3 of clubs, a black card. Wait, that's like 1 in 25% chance. Let's go big. John, give me the next one.
Black.
Next one. I didn't hear. Red?
Red.
What do you think? Red? Give me 2 in a row.
Red and red.
That's amazing because I have red and red. Give me 3 in a row. Oops, that one was black. That was a mistake. Give me 3 in a row.
Red, black, black.
That's red, black, and of course, black. Are there 4 more to give me?
Yes. Black, black, red, red.
Black, black, red, red, because I indeed have black, and I have black, and I indeed have red, and I, of course, have red. That is almost a perfect match. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. That is a short little magic sample. I've got another trick up my sleeve I'm going to show you in a little bit. Plus, I'm going to teach everyone some magic that you can do on your virtual presentations that are easy to do, but will create a powerful, powerful impact on other people. Thank you. Thank you all. And Tim, I believe you're muted.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. How about that? Can everyone please just toss a word in the chat about what you're experiencing right now?
Oh, do it in the Menti. We'll create a new word cloud.
Ooh, the Menti, John. There you go. Can you put a quick question?
I'm new to the Menti, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
What do you want me to put in there?
Oh, let's ask the question again that you asked before.
Oh, okay.
See if moods have changed since we started.
All right. Use 3 words to describe how you're feeling after Robert's magic.
Oh, I can't wait to see. No pressure, anyone. I can see you, though.
And in the chat, put the Menti.
The Menti is in the chat.
I'm going to fill out my own 3 words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's building.
Hopefully I'm spelling everything right.
Spelling doesn't count in Menti.
Apparently, yeah.
All right. So I'm seeing happy is big, inspired is big, fun is big, curious is big.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun to watch in real time, too.
Sorry, having fun isn't allowed in Grand Dynamics spotlights. You have to be serious at all times.
Clearly.
Clearly, as Robert is our leader here.
And don't forget, you also have the Ask a Question button underneath in the Mentimeter poll, where if you have a question for the end in the Q&A, you can toss that in there about virtual events, virtual entertainment, et cetera, et cetera. So let's not forget that.
Yeah.
And Tim,
Yeah.
did you want to talk about the interstitials for a bit as an option?
Yeah, that sounds great. So just as a lead into that, part of what we can work together for your virtual events is to put together pre-recorded entertaining videos. We can work with the themes of the meetings to reinforce beforehand, during the virtual events, or afterwards, and obviously customize that. And so Robert's going to feature a few of those types of samples. So, all in the effort of creatively creating new and engaging virtual experiences for people. So go ahead, Robert, and give us a little showcase.
Thank you, Tim. So I'm getting a lot of inquiries from clients that say we have gone completely virtual and they're scared to death of how things are going to land. And so, of course, I'm offering the live, magical, interactive entertainment. And the other thing that they're looking for is they're saying it's a lot of boring content. We want people to stay hooked. And so I've come up with a new product. I have a degree in filmmaking. And one of the things I always loved was Monty Python and Second City, and of course, Saturday Night Live and all the improv in Chicago. And I started offering with all of my talented friends to create interstitials. And they'd be like parody or satire commercials like on Saturday Night Live that run in between the really heavy, serious speakers. And they'd be short and sweet, and it would be bespoke. It would be custom made. So we've got a couple clients under our belt so far. We've created some content, and I'd love to show you a few things. Can I share my screen?
I believe
Yes,
so.
it looks like I can. Okay, so I've got to do a couple extra clicks to get there. Got it. So I'm going to optimize for sound and video. It's very short. I think it's like 35 seconds. And after doing a couple interviews, they were saying, well, we're really flexible, and that's what the product does. So this is what we created for them, and there I am in my backyard.
Being Cribble's #1 customer, I have to prepare myself to process log data and reduce data volume up to 50%. You see, I experience a 30% growth of log data volume each year. This could add a lot of expensive infrastructure and slow down the performance of my queries. Yeah. With Cribble on board, I get the right data where I want in the formats I need. And talk about flexibility.
So we created that for Cribble, and the idea is it was flexible, and we wanted to go tag a presenter that had just gone, and they wanted them to remember that point. And then another thing that we had talked about was a big ROI. And you already saw me do the magic trick with the money. 1 second. I got to pause it. You already saw me do the magic trick with the money, so I kind of turned that for Cribble to create what I'm about to show you. There we go. I'm magician Robert Strong, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 US $1 bills. Now, Cribble saves you money by discerning which data you need to send to an analytics tool to analyze now, which logs can be aggregated into metrics, which data should be stored and analyzed later, which elements of data should be dropped altogether, and they do it in the formats you need. All that gives you an incredible ROI. It's not magic, it's Cribble. Get the right data where you want in the formats you need. So I'm showing you some tech clients because that's who's on my table, but now I want to show you the really fun stuff. So, one moment. I've got a lot of screens going at once. So, when we interviewed them, they said, oh, our CEO is a rock person. He just loves rock and roll. So we created this kind of bespoke content. And what I'll do is I'll just kind of jump around and speak during it. You should be able to see the video, and let's jump ahead. This opened their conference, right? Where is it? No, it's a little further ahead. Sorry, everyone. Their theme was also Olympic theme. So I'll show you that first since we're here.
Robert, I think you're sharing the wrong screen.
Oh, really? Oh, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try again.
But our imaginations put just some amazing things on there. I'm blown away.
It was so
how
good.
incredible it was.
Okay, so I'll back up and I'll do some short snippets. So it was Olympic theme. You see the Olympics.
Of course you do.
You got it.
You
I see
want
the thumbs up.
visibility into your existing processes. Absolutely.
So that's some green screen work. And then that's me juggling some fire. And then here's the rock and roll with Bruce Springsteen. And then here's a couple other quick things we created. It was Olympic theme, so we did green screen work here.
The win.
Cryon for the win.
This is Cryon.
This is they have the perfect balance between a lot of different tools.
Full cycle automation at its best.
And then let's jump ahead a little more. There's the money. A balancing trick talking about danger. This one's fun. It's talking about automation with bots.
That's right.
Implementation and scalability.
Next one.
He lets the robots do the heavy lifting so he can focus on more valuable and productive tasks.
And how we produced that was fantastic. My partner in that scene was in a completely spandex green suit and from head to toe. So we did an escape jacket talking about freedom. And this is the best one we created. This is my favorite. I'll end on this one. I got 1,000 bucks and I can handle more. We're Cryon automated. Full cycle automation rocks my RPA. Process discovery, really meant the day. Will I ever come back? Oh, hell no way. Oh, no. And I said I was going to end on that, but this is funny too. This was the, like when you get a warning at the end of a pharmaceutical ad.
Warning, Cryon may cause increased ROI and rapid acceleration of your automation projects. Unexpected promotions have been reported. When using Cryon, you may experience lightheadedness and feelings of euphoria. Extended use of Cryon has been shown to be addictive. Cryon, now available without a prescription.
So who knew in the time of, since I'm a live events person, who knew that all the events would be going virtual and that people would be clamoring for this content? And what's really great, they're using their social media, they're using their email blast, they're recycling in lots of other ways. So it's a great way to create content that can live in a lot of places. Thanks for letting me talk about the interstitials. I think we're going to teach a magic trick or two and then take some questions. Is that?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to ask everyone to go and grab 2 rubber bands. Hair bands will work in a bind. I'll give everybody a half a minute to go grab some rubber bands.
I'm the host and I was looking for rubber bands, but I got to keep my you got me sucked in, Robert.
Well, you'll be able to learn without actually having the rubber bands.
What
I got
about
'em. It's
COVID
just-
bands?
Yeah, that it's attached to what, Warren?
Everyone's got
Try.
a match, right?
Try. I don't know how that will unfold. I think it won't work, but it'd be worth trying.
Right. Could be a new trick for you.
Yeah,
that's a
actually
whole new level.
speaking of a new trick, I'm going to invent a trick here today with all of you, and also possibly show you what I did earlier this morning for one of my clients, where I created a bespoke kind of a presentation that played to their goals. Their goals were they wanted to promote their social media. I'll show you that in a moment. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a magic trick that uses 2 rubber bands. I will perform it first, and then I will teach it to you. The blue rubber band goes on my right hand, on my my pinky and my ring finger. I say the magic word, grand dynamics, and in the blink of an eye, it travels to my first finger and middle finger. Impossible, but can you make it go back? And the answer is yes. Grand dynamics, and just like that, it travels back. Now I'm going to make it infinitely more difficult. I take an orange rubber band, I make a 180 twist between every finger. It's a gate, it's a fence. That blue rubber band is absolutely trapped on my pinky and ring finger. I say the magic word, grand dynamics, and just like that, it travels. Oh, can I make it go back? And the answer is, of course, yes. I say grand dynamics, and just like that, it travels back. So here's the secret, everyone. Everybody take the rubber band, place it on your dominant hand. For me, it's my right hand. Place it on your pinky and your ring finger. This is the audience point of view. This is the backstage point of view. The backstage point of view, when I'm pulling the rubber band back and forth, I pull it diagonally towards my thumb. Everybody do that. Pull towards your thumb. Make a fist, everyone. Rest the rubber band on your fingernails, all 4 fingernails. And when I lift up, it travels. So essentially what is happening is it goes from this side to this side and back and forth. So everybody place it on your pinky and your ring finger, pull it back and forth, pull towards your thumb, make a fist, secretly rest it on your fingernails. And then when you lift up, it travels. Then pull towards your pinky from this side when it's on your middle finger and your first finger, and rest it on your fingernails. So you pull towards your pinky, make a fist, rest it on your fingernails. And when you lift up, it also travels. Okay, Mr. Magic Man, you made the rubber band travel, but how did you do it with a fence? Everybody, the hardest part is make the fence. Take the second rubber band, put it on 1 finger at a time, twist it 180 degrees, trapping that blue rubber band there. And here's the secret. It's not harder. The rubber band is still traveling like this. I don't believe you, Magic Man. Prove it. I'll show you. It's clearly on my pinky and my ring finger. When I pull diagonally towards my thumb, I make a fist. I secretly rest it on all 4 fingernails. And when I lift up, it does indeed travel. So the fence is an illusion to make it more difficult. It is not at all more difficult. When it's on my first finger and middle finger, I pull it towards my pinky. I make a fist. I rest it on my fingernails. And I lift up, and it travels. Now here's the moment of truth. We're all going to do it together at the same time. Everybody show me the fence and the rubber band. Hold to the back of your hand close to the camera. Get a good focus on that. Everybody take the blue or the bottom rubber band, stretch it back and forth, pull towards your thumb if it's on your pinky. Make a fist, rest it on, do the magical wave, and show me the rubber band jump. And I love the eyes. Everybody's eyes are lighting up. You did it. You amazed yourself. Okay, now here's the real secret, everyone. The magic trick doesn't matter. Magic is a way to communicate content or information. Let me explain. Humans don't change their minds or opinions or their hearts on information, facts. We know that to be true. Statistics, pie charts, ineffective. Storytelling is how people change their mind, and that's how they remember things. So that's how our brains are wired. So this blue rubber band represents Harry Houdini, the world's greatest escape artist. The orange rubber band represents Alcatraz, the most difficult jail to escape from, surrounded by water, near Angel Island, of course, and surrounded by sharks. So can Harry Houdini escape from the world's most difficult jail? And you know what the secret sauce is? The magic word is persistence. He studied escapology more than anybody else. Nobody was a better expert, which allowed him to escape. So what I mean by this is everybody take a moment and think about what this rubber band represents. It represents your goals. What do you want to achieve? This rubber band represents the obstacles or the challenges. And how do you achieve that goal? That's the secret sauce. It's for you, it might be time. It might be teamwork. It might be persistence. It might be the fundraising. So everybody take a moment and write your own little story, and then I'll teach you another magic trick. I'll give everybody 15, 20 seconds to think about it. If anyone wants to share one that they think they came up with a good metaphor, we'll go with that. Okay, we're going to, the second magic trick I'm going to teach you is less about learning, more about never having to pay for a drink again. Free alcohol forever. I will show you. I have 3 cards, 2 black, 1 red, the red's in the middle. Let's have Brandon. Brandon, can you unmute your microphone? Where is the red card, top, middle, or bottom? Oh, I didn't hear you, Brandon. Oh, you might be permanently mute. In the middle. Okay, we'll do sign language. Now, where is it, top, middle, or bottom? He says middle. Would you like to bet a beer? Shake your head, yes. Okay, you all witnessed that. He said yes to playing for beer, and you won. But Brandon, we're not done. Where are the 2 black cards? Here? Here, yes. Would you like to bet another beer? You've won 2 beers. But Brandon, for free drinks all night, where's the red card? This one? Okay, I guess you're paying for drinks all night. Okay, I'm going to teach you how to do this. You get an old deck of playing cards and you make what's called a flap. So what it is you take a card, I'm using a red card, you can switch it so it's 2 black, 1 red, or 2 red, 1 black. When you cut it diagonally, it allows you to make 2 of these, 1 to win the drinks with and 1 to give to the bartender. Then you get more free drinks. You take the little flap, you put some Scotch tape on it, you glue it. I'm sorry, I said glue, I meant to say tape. You make a little door. And then the double backer, you glue 2 cards together, or you use a joker, or you use a king, or use a queen, or use a jack, but a card that looks very different. And then you hide the edge of the flap by putting the other card here. It always works if you do this. It never works if you do this. So you hide the edge of the flap, and as a magician, when you pull out the center card, the only secret move you have to do is slide these together to hide the flap. And I'll show you what it looks like in real time. Then I'll tell you what you really can do with it. So to hide the flap, I pull out the middle card, and I secretly slide these together, and that hides the flap, and then you always win. Now think about the opportunities here. Who's going to do the dishes after dinner? You could do a little card trick. Kids, having them do their homework or their chores, or going to bed on time. You can play a little game. You're going to win. They're going to eat their vegetables. So it's really simple right there. Cool. And I have a favor to ask all of you. I want to perform the world's greatest Zoom magic trick. And I'm going to ask each and every single one of you to stand up and leave your frame. And this way we're going to get a video capture of a completely empty frame. And then, oh, you too, Elizabeth.
And John, you're going to want to capture the gallery, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to want to capture the gallery. Okay, so everybody leave your frame completely so we can't see what y'all at all. And what's going to happen is I'm going to snap my fingers and we're going to edit it so you all appear. I can still see you, Scotty McGee. Okay, perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, they have vanished. And now to make them appear, 3. And they all appear. With the magic of editing, we're going to make you guys magically appear. And I know there are some questions, and I'm happy to answer any of them. But if we get to it, I want to show everyone the bespoke routine I created for LinkedIn earlier this morning. If we have time for it, Tim.
Yeah, we're looking good.
Should I do that now?
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, everyone. So one of the things I try to do that differentiates me from other virtual magicians is I try to do a lot of asking questions and finding out what their goals are and creating original content that is just for them. And this morning I had a show for LinkedIn, and it was the GTO Symposium. And here, I'll perform it for all of you. For this, I need a table. I need the playing cards. And I need a glass. Got it. Let's see. Hello, Ingrid. Hi, Ingrid.
Oh, yeah.
I've got all these different playing cards here. I'm going to shuffle. Tell me when to stop. I'll drop one.
You can stop.
Tell me, should this card go in the glass or on the table?
Oh, I think you should put it in the glass.
Let's do it a handful more times. Glass or table?
Glass.
Glass or table?
Glass.
Ooh, all glass.
Oh, that one can go on the table.
You did not pick the Queen of Hearts. Glass or table?
Table.
Table, you did not pick the 7. Glass or table?
Glass.
Let's do a few more.
Glass. Table.
Did not pick the King of Clubs.
There's a lot of cards here. Table.
We'll do one more in the glass. You decide which one goes in the glass, this one or another.
Oh, the next one can go in the glass.
This one or the next one?
Next one.
Got it. Okay. So these are the cards you selected. Now, I told you the gig was for LinkedIn. John, can you go to LinkedIn? Do you have a LinkedIn account, John?
I do.
Okay, can you sign in?
1 minute, please.
Sure. So what I did was on LinkedIn, I created an original hashtag for that event because they wanted to promote internally their social media. And the hashtag was hashtag GTO Magic. Oh, good. You're sharing your screen. Perfect. Type in hashtag GTO Magic. Hit enter. And you got to click on oh, there it is. What I did was I made it. You got it. This is the next screen. We'll give it to you again. There's a cipher. What a cipher is a way to decode. So each of these letters that Ingrid selected is going to represent, each of these cards are going to represent a letter. Notice there's spades, diamonds, and clubs. So this is the team building part. Everybody's going to spell out the word that we created in the chat side using that cipher, but don't hit enter until the end. The first one is a 5 of clubs. Nice and loud. What letter corresponds with a 5 of clubs?
E.
E. Next one is the 6 of diamonds. Sorry, 6 of diamonds. What corresponds with that?
R.
R. Next one is the 9 of spades.
I.
I. The 5 of diamonds.
S.
R.
R.
3 of diamonds.
P.
Only a couple more. 5 of hearts.
R.
This is the last one. No, 2 more. That is the 8 of diamonds.
U.
You last one, the 6 of hearts.
S.
Everybody hit send. We have Esperus. One person misspelled it with a T, but check this out. My prediction is E-S-I-R-P-R-U-S, Esperus. Backwards is surprise, but that's not the cool part. Keep sharing your screen, John. Go back to that LinkedIn post. On that LinkedIn post, I predicted that you were going to, Ingrid, you were going to choose the cards that spell out the word surprise. And John, go ahead and share that post again. I see the mouse. There it is. It says special show today. The first line starts with the letter S, like in surprise. The second line is unusual time for me to start. That's a U for surprise. Next line is R, really looking forward to it. P, plenty of new tricks. The next line starts with the word ready, then image, and then since, and then E. It spells out, if you take the first letter from each word, the word that Ingrid freely selected, surprise. And I hope you were all surprised by that. And then if you can look at it, people commented on it. I think it had 180 likes. I literally had 100 people add me on LinkedIn, and I played to what their goal was, to keep everyone connecting and being happy with LinkedIn and having surprises in plain sight. So that's what that was bespoke, and that was created just for LinkedIn. And you guys can, if you type in hashtag GTO Magic on LinkedIn, you can find me. I'd love to stay connected. That's me, Robert Strong, and I'd love to answer any questions you might have.
Wow. Yeah. How about a big round of applause for that?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Geez.
Just a reminder, you can, as Tim and Robert are talking, you can post questions into the Menti link. And yeah, so if you want to get involved and interact, go ahead and put it in the Menti link there.
I bet all the questions are going to be about a 5-foot, 7-foot Scrabble board. That is the best shelter in place, shelter in home find ever. I was on Facebook Marketplace and that came up. Somebody was selling that, and my wife and I have had a fantastic time playing Jumbo Scrabble. I feel stupid when I play with her, but I feel smarter after playing a handful of games.
Wow. John, as you're pulling up any queue and questions that you have in the queue there.
And people can unmute themselves. This is probably not unwieldy.
Yeah, not unwieldy. You know, and so yeah, what I'd like to do is just open up for, as John's pulling up questions, I have a couple questions, but would anyone like to share a comment or two or a question about the show so that you just experienced with Robert, or maybe the application of virtual events? Or if you have any questions, you can raise your hand and we can just call on you and you can.
He was amazing.
Ask a question or share.
He's the best magician I've ever seen on a Thursday on Zoom at noon.
Yeah.
Robert, I have a question.
Yeah, Warren, hi.
Great job. Loved it. In terms of doing bespoke stuff, what's the kind of process, time? Is this like months you need, or is this like, give me a mission statement and I'll figure something out? Or how does it work just in terms of getting that done?
So that's a great question. So on the event is tomorrow and I get the call today. I go to the website, and what I do is I look for things that pop out as this is the message that they're trying to communicate, and then I connect it with the magic I already have. So the ones, the hundreds is great for raising money. And the world's fastest card trick is really good about accuracy or preciseness or something like that. And I just make the connection. So that is the instant one. And then there are, I send a questionnaire. What are your goals of the event? What do you want people to remember? Tell me more about the culture of the group and the audience and all that type of thing. And then I can write custom humor. And the Magic Jeopardy often gets rewritten to be questions and answers about the company. So that can take a couple days to kind of write the humor, get it approved, and get that going. And then the very extreme bespoke is like, if you want to fly me to where your VIP is and I make her appear magically, or he saws me in half, that could take a little bit of planning and a flight and lots of N95 masks. So everything from the extreme to really simple. And yeah, that's a good question. Thank you. Any more follow up on that, Warren?
No, I assume you could do like with themes as well.
Yes, of course. Yeah, one of the things that LinkedIn was talking to me about was the future of LinkedIn, and the idea that I came up with that I'm very proud of that they didn't use, that I want to use somewhere else, was to get on Zoom and one-on-one interview the executives' kids. You know where your mom and dad work, what's the name of the company, how do you spell it, what does the company do, what does your mom and dad do, and just go down the rabbit hole and see where the kids take me. Then play some playful music, make like a 5-minute video, maybe not 5, that might be too long nowadays with Zoom, a 3-minute video, and play their answers. And that would open up a conference saying, here's the future of LinkedIn, and here's what mom and dad do at the company. And hopefully, like Kids Say the Darndest Things, the TV show has had many iterations. And I think actually Jimmy Kimmel does a lot of asking kids questions. They do say the darndest things and make a fun little bespoke video for them using their own kids. So that's a product that I haven't launched yet that I'm dying to do. If anybody has an opportunity, maybe if you have an NGO, if you have a nonprofit and you want a bunch of kids to say what great things it does, I would love to cut that video for you.
Awesome. So we have a question. Can you talk a little bit about longer sessions that are more team building oriented, that might use breakout rooms or doing something that's a little bit longer for just magic engagement, I guess, if you will?
So I do team building events that performs magic. I teach magic. I have breakouts, and everybody creates routines to go around the tricks I taught, and they have to perform it and connect it to the projects they're working on. But I also do things like the Marshmallow Challenge, and I do game shows and activities and scavenger hunts and stuff like that. All of us are completely reinventing ourselves And I've got 35 years of being a facilitator and host and MC. So I'm using that ability to kind of keep the meetings light and fun and engaging. And so yeah, those are usually custom created also. One I did recently was where it's a bunch of people all claim to be the person, and 2 of them are lying. And with the surveys, people internally are guessing who's telling the truth and who's lying. And that's really fun because you know your coworkers, but you get these incredible stories about your coworkers. You also try to figure out what their tells are when they lie. So that's fun for team building in the virtual world when you're not always in the same city or in the same building together.
Nice. Awesome. We have another question. How do you balance entertainment and content if you're entertaining versus?
Yeah. So in the questionnaire and in the interview, I always try to find out what percentage they want. How seriously do they want it? I've done keynotes that have no comedy and no magic, and it's full on communicating information. I did one very recently on when we were doing live events, so it wasn't so recently, on networking, how to be a more effective networking person. And they didn't want any comedy or magic. They just wanted content. And usually it's like a 80-20. They want 80% laughs and amazement and 20% content. And I like that formula because I feel like people remember the information more when it's that ratio. They can connect the information to the magic trick and they retain it.
Awesome. Anyone else have a burning question that you might want to have answered, or
how do we get Robert for our event? Tim, how do we do that?
Yeah, so obviously there's you can reach out to Grand Dynamics, info@Grand Dynamics, and send us an email. You can also reach out to Robert and contact him directly. Make sure you mention the Grand Dynamics Spotlight series, and so know where that.
I prefer you to actually reach out to Tim first because he's managing my calendar and he gets to do all the not fun parts of contracting, invoices, agreements, and the things that I'm allergic to. And that way I get to show up and play and have fun. I prefer that.
Yeah, exactly. Make it as easy as possible for the entertainment. So yeah, absolutely. And from various different types of events, if you're looking for again, not really the 2-minute engagement takes as much work as the 2-hour engagement. Probably we talked about this before we actually got on, but a variety of different types of programs. If you got the holiday season coming on and you want to have a holiday event, you want to create a team building event for your staff.
Fundraising.
Fundraising, exactly. Replacing that live event that you've had in the past that now you're taking virtual. And if you want to combine, some magic with some other gaming or some other platforms, there's a variety of different types of combination type events that we can create through Grand Dynamics with the programming to create that perfect virtual event. So different ways to integrate Robert's talents and skills and with the virtual entertainment. So we are getting close to the end to wrap up this adventure we've been on here with the Spotlight series. And just to remind everyone, next week we have gaming platforms and programs with Mr. Warren here. We're going to be going through trivia programs, challenges, scavenger hunt from home, customized events, whodunits, and so we'll be having some fun during that program and learning about all the different ways you can create engagement and interactive types of programs where your participants are solving a whole variety of different fun programs, whether it's customized trivia or programs where you create there. And then the following program, we have experiential team initiatives for our next Spotlight. And then we have give back events and charity events with Mr. Matt Campana and the Hands of Gratitude. And then we're going to keep things on with our adventure Spotlight. So that's what we have in store for everyone. So please share the event, share the invitation, get more people engaged, and let's create some magic together and create a new type of experience for virtual programs, events together. So,
and Tim, before you send everyone off, I have one little favor to ask of everyone.
Yeah, please.
Hey, everybody. If you take your finger and you press it on the space bar, I can hear all of you at the same time. You all say hi. Keep your finger on the space bar.
Hello.
Okay, good.
Hello.
So what happened is when we were recording the show, we got none of your audio. So there might have been some laughter or some applause. This is not for video, but can I get a short, medium, and long laugh, and I'll tell you when to go. So everybody unmute and give me a short laugh. A medium laugh. Yeah, they always sound fake when it's not real, doesn't it? A little bit. You ready? A really big belly laugh. Can I get a short applause?
Can I do that? You have to hold the space bar?
I guess unmute would make more sense. Go ahead and formally unmute. Medium applause. And last one, a medium applause to laughter. And the idea is when we edit this together, I was just thinking as Tim was talking, we'll see you guys laughing, but we won't hear it. So it might be nice to have a little bit of sound. I'm really grateful for your time, everyone. Thank you.
Let's give Robert a big round of applause. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for everyone for joining. And if anyone would like to share a word or two of just about the Spotlight experience, or just, you know, a sentence or something like that about how great this program was. Obviously, this part of this is to offer, you know, the spotlight of the experiences that we can create and deliver together. But we'd love to hear just a word or a phrase if everyone would like to stick around and share comments, and we can use this to edit something together that's magical for our future programs. So just wanted to say thanks for showing up, everyone, and thanks for sharing the invitation for all our future spotlights and for working with Grand Dynamics, whether it's live events or in the virtual world. So
Yes, I think.
thank you. Yeah, anyone care to share comments about today's events or Robert's or the spotlights? Let's open it up. Anyone who's still here.
I absolutely loved it. I want to know how young the audiences can be.
For me, I think it might be a slightly different answer than everyone else. Everything I do is geared towards adults, but all family will enjoy it,
Okay.
including some house cats. Nothing in my show is ever inappropriate for the whole family, but it's not geared towards kids, but they would laugh. What about your other events, Tim? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
You know, our events, I was just going to say our events are predominantly for, you know, adult corporate groups. We obviously deliver youth programs and can create those together, as you well know, Kim. Yeah. Comment, thoughts? Anyone like to share a little slice of, you know, Robert's, the spotlight, the magic spotlight was the best because, hey, or something along those lines? Anything?
I just put a slide up for the poll. What words would you use to describe the Spotlight series? So now is an opportunity to, you can put as many entries in as you want. If you want to give us some insight and thoughts and help us gather some data about this stuff, we'd really appreciate it.
Yeah. Or share a comment.
Can you hear me, Tim?
Yeah.
Okay. For me, I think the thing that comes out in this is that the way that magic creates a sense of wonder and inspiration. And I just noticed my state change from the beginning of this spotlight to now. And I just feel more expanded. I feel more happy. I feel just great. And it is just interesting to connect those two of how we can use this kind of performance to really shift the state, which then makes people, speak for myself, but I think in general makes people more open to learning. And so I really experienced the power of that in this. So thank you, Robert.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Brandon. Anyone else care to share before we move towards Paul? I can see your back there. I can't see your video, but I just wanted to say thanks for zooming in, Paul. He's muted as well. You can unmute if you want, but John, you want to share anything there? I love your backdrop, by the way, the virtual backdrop.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I just wanted to say thanks, Robert. Thanks, Tim. Thanks, John. This has been great. It's been informative and entertaining, as promised. But yeah, it's so good. I can definitely see using some of these. Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Right on. Thanks, John. All right. Okay. Scotty, Jeremy, any final thoughts here? And we're going to move towards wrapping her up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, the inspiration of seeing the magic, but also thank you, Robert, for kind of letting us see behind the curtain. And that's always like, well, how'd they do that? You always want to know. And so it's great to get both teaser, where we didn't get to see how you did it, as well as you holding the curtain back for us. So thanks.
My pleasure. And I didn't think of this before, but I'm a member of the world famous Magic Castle in Hollywood, California, where you have to be a magician to be a member and to attend. But I can get invites when they open up again. If anyone's in Hollywood and would like to go, send Tim or me a message and we will get you an invite where you can see the secret world where magicians live. It's like going backstage at Hogwarts. It's great. Awesome. Especially for you, John.
There you go. Paul, there you are, buddy. Hey. Paul, you're on mute there, buddy, I think. Or I can't really hear you.
His microphone's not working.
Right. Your microphone's off, I think, or not working. Still can't hear you, but we could do sign language.
I can talk over him and his lips can move.
Yeah.
Do some voice acting work.
Magic in a different kind of way. So, cool. All right. Well, hey, just want to say thank you. You know, in the quest for creating a new type of virtual events and entertainment to keep people engaged, you know, obviously we're all moving through these challenging moments, but the creativity in creating new virtual events and programs and just providing the capacity for people to be engaged and connected and providing some hope and inspiration that we're all going to get through this together and continually to evolve. And, you know, as things begin to transition back to live events at some point, there will always be this element of maybe we're using hybrid events before and after and during, and just as a way to support the live events as we get back to them. But as for now, our quest to reinvent virtual meetings and live virtual experiences continues. And just again, want to thank Robert and all of you for joining us, and look forward to continued spotlight events. And best of luck to everyone. And thanks for sharing your time, which is obviously our most important asset here together. So thanks for being here, everybody. Much appreciated.
Sorry I made Julie Thomas disappear, by the way. Oh, there she is. Bye, everyone. Thank you. That was fun. Be well.
Right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great afternoon. All right.